Well, I'm sure the cordiality will go out of the window as the two sets of players prepare to do battle at the Camp Nou. An opportunity for Barcelona to increase their lead of La Liga to 9 points on match day 31. Getting better with age. Look at that, what a magnificent view. There's still a tier of the stadium to open. Ferran Torres there hasn't scored in his last 13 matches. The goals have dried up. Well, Barcelona, I'm sure I've sent a couple of crates of Carver to their good friends in Girona. And Gonga puts it into the near post. It was a good run from Edu Exposito.
Good switch of play. Gonga had just held his run, so he stayed on side. Garcia will play probably as the deepest of the midfield players.
Oh, what a brilliant ball that is to Araujo. Araujo is closed down immediately by Erico Gonzalez. Pedri. Eric Garcia. The referee imposing his authority early on. He knows there will be an edge in this game.
Late challenge, Paul Lozano.
This season the reverse of last season. Last season when they came back to the top flight, they had a terrible start, lost 11 of the opening 19 games. Barcelona peppering them in from the start. Worth a shot from Fermin Lopez. Barcelona has scored more goals from corner kicks than any other team this season. Dimitric doesn't get there, and Barcelona are at it again. And Ferran Torres returns to the score sheet. 100% hit rate from corner kicks. The shark, as he's known, was lurking.
Well, he's certainly not the biggest player in the box. It's a great delivery, whipped in with pace. One or two of the Espanyol players are complaining there should have been a foul against the goalkeeper maybe. But Ferran Torres just pulls off at the back, and it's a good head, I think.
Dancing around the midfield to Eric Garcia. Lamine Yamal. He's certainly playing a different role today. I guess he's utilising the space that is normally afforded to Rafinha. Barcelona lose their man, and a little tester from Kike for Joan Garcia. Romero has a very long throw, something they have utilised to great effect this season, Espanyol. Calero's header. Garcia goes in where the boots are high. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Brilliant ball. Ferran Torres was offside.
Yeah, that's the first incident. He made his forward run, it was offside. There was a little tug on his arm from the centre-back, Cabrera.
Good adventure this, but it's a poor cross in, easy for Paul Lozano to clear. Araujo to Ferran Torres. Now Fermin Lopez.
That was really poor marking by the left back, Romero.
Well, they've allowed Balde on. That was nothing. Well, it became a shot in the end, but energetic powers, especially as you've seen in the Champions League, and Ferran Torres is a good alternative, but it is the one area they're weak in. Now here goes Torres, and a tiny touch. Well, silencing his doubters. He's back with a brace.
Yeah, clever finish, but what about the pass from Yamal? Just inch perfect, outside of the boot, bent round the first defender, right into the pass to Ferran Torres.
Can't get around Romero. Fermin. He's right on the edge there. The referee plays a good advantage to Barcelona.
He changes later on. Well, they've done the first bit here.
Here's Tyree Stolen drawing Kuparsi. Dolan down to the defender. The goalkeeper had lost the flight of that as well. He was very uncertain, Joan Garcia.
There's not really much he can do. It's good skill.
Oh, lovely skill. Drop of the shoulder from Pedri, and he's fouled on the edge of the area. And definitely a free kick. Is it worthy of a yellow card? He's pretty cynical. Drum roll. An expectation as Lamine Yamal is over the ball. Oh, the goalkeeper's prayers are answered. He just stood still and hoped for the best then.
A good free kick.
Here goes Pedri, showing no signs of injury whatsoever across the face of goal. Fermin. Torres gone down, and the ball comes in. Dimitrovic is there. Oh, and another brilliant save. Iron wrists from Marko Dimitrovic to keep out Fermin.
Well, Dimitrovic, as you said, I think makes two really good saves here. Don't see Eric Garcia score too many. Watch when it comes out to him here.
Garcia. Lamine Yamal looking for a hat-trick of assists. They don't know which way he's going. And a corner. They're happy to settle for that, Espanyol.
Well, that was all started by...
And the second time, Lamine Yamal with that trademark, lazy, luscious outside of the foot pass. Ferran Torres did look as though he's convinced the referee there that he'd been hit harder than the slow motion replay suggests. Well, Garcia is left exposed by his defence, and well, they were depending on the flag. Kike thought he had the freedom of the pen angle to go direct to goal, so that's just a little insurance policy. Who will Lamine Yamal aim for? Teases it to the far post. Adro's there, and well, as he put the ball in, it appears he was offside and is going to be denied his hat-trick goal. Ferran Torres.
Well, was it going in from Eric Garcia? Who was given offside? Was it Eric Garcia or was it Ferran Torres?
Thumbs up to the assistant referee. Here's Fermin Lopez. Lamine Yamal drops the shoulder. He's on a different planet, isn't he? Oh, what a shame that didn't go in. Oh, that was magical.
It looked as though he could have got his shot away a bit quicker, but just here I thought he was going to hit it with his left foot. Dragged it back again.
Be an outsider for a call-up to the Spain national team. Gonga runs into trouble.
Just offside.
Was a lovely turn there from Exposito. Still a chance here for Espanyol, and they're back in it. Complacency is Barcelona's biggest enemy. Paul Lozano manages to silence the Camp Nou.
And that's why you have to keep on focusing on the game in hand, not...
Ferran Torres back on defensive duty. Paul Lozano. Exposito has space. Eric Garcia has to go to ground. Took too long.
And he was definitely onside. Still got Hilali in behind him.
Rashford is away. Rashford has a chance to finish it for Barcelona. Takes his time. Took too long.
And he was definitely onside.
Fermin trying to free Ferran Torres. This is where they're particularly dangerous. What have they worked out on this occasion? Roberto throws himself at it, and it required a...
Once he'd beaten his man against Barcelona, you just have to bend it into the space.
Good ball. Lozano is across. Oh, it's a horrible collision with the goalkeeper. He had to be brave there, Joan Garcia. Had he not got there, Roberto Fernandes would have applied the finishing touch. Excellent turn by Ruben Sanchez. Cancelo digs back in.
Yeah, but what he had to...
Kubasi has to chase it every inch of the way. Unai Simon is regarded as the national team #1. Here's Casado. Oh, Dimitrovic doesn't get there, and it is walked in by Lamine Yamal. In his 100th game for Barcelona, he seals the deal. A landmark game for the teenager, and a moment which maybe puts Barcelona well beyond the reach of Real Madrid in La Liga, going 9 points clear. He's looking for a quick 5-second Lamine Yamal. Looking for the run of De Jong. De Jong draws Dimitrovic. Who will he pick out of the crowd? He looks for Rashford. Victory complete. It's party time at the Camp Nou. Ain't no stopping them.
He likes it as well. Good run from Frankie de Jong. Just been brought on to had a bit of control. Makes the right run, and what composure at the end of it.